What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscriber died trying. You see the thumbnail. The news they don't want you to see. So, van gets pulled over, I want to say headed to Chicago from Indiana. With a guy who's from California. Traffic stop. He gets pulled over. Like somehow the dog comes out and you wind up with an $8 million bust of marijuana. There are busts like this when it comes to meth. These huge busts, right? So in a regular van. So I'm assuming this guy's quote unquote a white guy, by the name. And I'm thinking to myself, and because they have no picture of the guy, they just have a name. So this is why I made this video of the news that they don't want you to see, because when it comes to, us as a group of people, we have these crimes that we quote unquote commit that they plaster on television. But this drug game thing, they don't plaster these big busts out here because these big busts are normally white people. White people and Hispanics normally. Big rings, predominantly white, Hispanic, and every now and then you get some black folks sprinkled in there. But when you're thinking people are kingpins and dangers to the community, you don't think of a guy with a van with $8 million worth of dope. Because there's some white guy just comes to town. Because the question is, if the guy's from California, where did you get 8 million pounds, not 8 million pounds, but $8 million worth of weed in America? How were you just able to he just got pulled over by happenstance. Actually, it wasn't like, this was a bust. So imagine there's probably another guy driving as we speak from some city to another city or some state to another state. Just, hey, just da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. How could you get from state to state normally? Oh, I'm white. People don't look at me as a criminal. These are the stories you don't see on the news, even though the news covers these things. So the reason I got to talk about this is because at the end of the day, this is what's driving a lot of the crime. See, somebody gets to drop off, do all these distribution drops and all this manufacturing with no problem. How is it all of this manufacturing and distribution goes on with no problem? Like, when people legalize marijuana in the United States, people act like they're not a bunch of grow houses in America. And where do these grow houses come from? And who's paying for these grow houses? And who has the money for these grow houses? And if you've grown too much, what do you think they're doing with the weed? Just saving it and burning it? No, they're selling it on the black market. But that part is, you know what? Weed farm here, dispensary here, dispensary there, all of this technology put into weed, but none of these people ever, never really got arrested and got serious time. Same, it goes same thing with the meth. Like, where are the big busts or where are the busts on the news? Because you're not going to see that. As much as you got the DEA busting people, when it comes to white people, in this form of drug dealing and bootlegging, we'll put it to that. You're not gonna arrest these people. You're not gonna look for these people. You're not gonna follow the money. You're not gonna go quote unquote up the tree. You're not doing none of that. And this is why I say these are stories that that you don't see, because this goes into so why don't I have his picture? Just like the other stories, why don't I have their picture? Just prostitution rings, why don't I have their picture? See, because we all know, as black folks, when they don't have a picture, 9 times out of 10 is somebody white. They got a name, they got an age, they got where they was from, they got their grade school, they got their social security, their blood type, but they don't have a picture. That's because they white. And normally it's these crazy type of bus, crazy type of Tiger King white boys who just out here doing all kinds of stuff, just don't have a face. Because when it's Hispanics, they'll put them up there. They'll put them up there too. Asians, nah, not really. Because I think even the model minority stereotype doesn't come off right, I guess, subconsciously when you see pictures on TV. I guess that just doesn't work. But these are the things you won't see on the news. You're not going to see this on your 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 5 o'clock news. You're not going to see it. Good Morning America, there was this crazy bust. Like, you're not really, I think that might have been on Good Morning America. Maybe. This is what goes on a daily basis. And this is what goes under the radar on a daily basis also. So my problem is, this is another Capitol rioters event where who are the real criminals? Well, people like this. How were you allowed to grow 8 million pounds of weed in America and transport it with just if it wasn't for a random traffic stop, this had to have been going on for a long time without a hitch. And this guy's gonna go to jail, and somebody else gonna be in this place driving there today. Anyway, like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Peace.